Welcome back to Up North at 4. And joining us, good friend Laura, coming all the way from Phillips. We're getting ready. We're 5 days away from the Phillips Harvest Festival. We were talking before the show. 29th annual event, which is like, whoa, that's a lot.
Yeah.
This is a big deal, though, for the Phillips community. Tell us what people can expect this Saturday.
It is. So the first thing is that the harvest that this refers to is the cranberry harvest.
Oh, yes.
And it was originally started as a way to celebrate that local cranberry harvest and really focus on that most traditional Wisconsin fruit.
Oh, yeah.
The cranberry. So the chamber has a table where we sell fresh cranberries from one of our local marshes.
Love it.
And also craisins. So I've got some treats for you, some craisiny treats for you later.
Oh, that's exciting.
And then we also have about 45 art and craft vendors who are signed up for the art and craft show. Lots of kids activities, music, food, fun. There's a little something for everybody.
Love it.
Wow, that sounds like fun. So was this all about cranberries 29 years ago? Or did it start something else and then it just transitioned into cranberries?
No, it's always been all about the cranberries.
Wow,
so there's also other fall produce available, pumpkins and corn and those sorts of things. Your decorative gourds, so you know, but cranberries, they're it.
And I was going to say, you were mentioning to me before, you know, since you took over at the chamber there in Phillips and were able to kind of put your thumbprint onto the design, the planning process of the Harvest Festival, it's gotten bigger. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
And you were telling me it kind of went from being just on this one square block to now we're shutting down lanes of traffic for this whole thing. I mean, this is a huge deal. How many people are we thinking this weekend?
I mean,
give or take.
I'm guessing maybe a couple thousand.
Wow.
It's a town of about 1,500.
Which is good.
Definitely, I mean, they're not all there at once, but you know, throughout the day, and you know, they're downtown. We've got our art and craft fair and our other vendors and nonprofits and that. They're all kind of in that downtown area. But then we also have specials at our local stores and restaurants and things like that. So it's bringing people into town. It's not just like, oh, they're all converging at one time.
Exactly.
Huge, just cluster.
Everybody going in. So can everybody show up there? Is there maybe an age limit? No, everybody?
No, anyone can show up. We've really got things for every age and every interest. We have a whole bunch of kids activities. We've got the Phillips Children's Museum. One of the local churches will have a bounce house. There's pumpkin decorating at Prevail Bank. The Moose Lodge does kids bingo at the Presbyterian Church from noon to 2. There's the fire department has an open house that anybody can attend. So lots of things for kids. We've got the art and craft fair. We've got food. You can eat your way through the festival. Lots of goodies. And so just a little something for everyone. And it's just a nice fall day to be outside. Looks like we're going to be good rain-wise. Might be a little chilly. Might be a little chilly, but it's Fall Harvest Fest. So that's what we expect.
It like feels like it, right? With the weather.
I was going to say, it actually makes more sense.
It does.
And we were talking before, though, a lot of food. I'm curious, though, as someone who maybe has not been to Fall Harvest Festival in the past, what's like the go-to?
Well, one of the most popular and unique items is the Phillips Lions Club always sells their cranberry brats. And so Country Sausage, which is a butcher shop and meat market in Phillips, they make bratwurst and they incorporate craisins into it.
Have you ever tried it or not?
Yeah.
What? So tell me about it. How is it? Is it sweet?
It's like a little sweet and savory.
What?
If you like a little sweet and savory, that's what it's. Yeah.
That does sound good.
You have my attention.
That does sound good.
That sounds incredible. Of course, so the biggest thing being the craisins.
Yes.
And I know, at least last year, you guys went like all out with the craisin flavors. Any new ones this year? You're kind of sticking with what works?
We're sticking with what works, but we do have 5 different flavors.
Ooh.
So, are you ready to try some?
I would love to.
Okay.
I'm like a craisin fiend. I think I've told you this.
This is our first one. This is just the classic plain craisin.
Nothing wrong.
Great to put in baking, great to maybe a granola or something like that, or just eat on its own.
So they're
mix it up with some pecans or some walnuts for that sweet and savory again.
Throw it on a salad. It's
yummy.
Dynamite.
Yes.
See, that's good. That's a good craisin.
So then our next one, you ready for the next one?
Hit me.
This is the raspberry flavor.
See, I love the fact that you're like, how can we make a fruit snack even better?
Yeah, make it taste like another fruit.
It tastes like a different type of fruit. Pop that one in.
That just
that one's
smells really good.
Yeah,
Like,
you get
right
that
before I was
raspberry
putting it
smell
in
out of
my
that
mouth, I
one.
was
Yep.
like, oh,
Yeah.
this might be a hit.
So I think we'll try one more here quick,
Okay,
Laura.
this is my personal favorite. This is the orange.
Oh, again, we're going back to the
Just
fruit
sounds
theme.
even
Yeah.
better.
All right, Conrad. So I think we're gonna throw to break here, Laura, but I'm gonna try to quiz you on your fall knowledge.
Ooh.
I'm putting you to the test.
Nate, this one
I'm
is
in.
good.
You can't come to our show without some
I'm
putting
in.
you to the test a little bit. We're gonna take a break. When we come back, we're gonna discuss all things fall on Up North at 4.
This one was really
All right, welcome back to Up North at 4. We are joined by Laura Palzkill with the Phillips Chamber of Commerce, getting ready for the Phillips Harvest Festival on Saturday. Of course, it is a huge event, and it's 29th year. This year is the 29th year. This all started because of
Cranberries.
cranberries,
The
and
good
we're
old
selling
cranberries.
craisins because it is by far Wisconsin's #1 fall crop, at least, right? And Laura, while we have you here, I had to put your Wisconsin fall knowledge to the test.
Ooh.
So you're gonna have to play a little game here.
Okay.
Make you think. And
Yes.
Conrad, you can
I'm not
play
the one
along
doing this.
as well. And I teased it a little bit here. So yeah, you guys can like use each other as a lifeline if you want to. I was gonna say, if you guys wanna, converse and figure it out, go ahead. But I kind of teased it a little bit talking about cranberries, and
Okay.
seeing as how Wisconsin is the #1 state for cranberries in the entire United States.
Interesting.
We got to
I know
start right there. The first question I want to ask you too is, as of last year, about how many barrels of cranberries were exported out of the state of Wisconsin? Can I give you guys a hint?
Please.
It's over a million.
Is it?
But it's between, I'll say it's between 1 and about 7 million. Do you have any idea?
4.7.
Okay, 4.7. I'll tell you what, not far
To
off.
the middle.
No, I was going to say 5, so.
You going 5?
That's really close.
You guys want to like split
Somewhere
the difference?
4.5, 7, 4.5, 5, 6.
It is 4.84 million.
So you were very
Did you look
close.
this up?
Yeah,
Tell me,
that was
did
a
you look
great
this up?
guess.
That was just a wild guess, Nate. That was such a wild guess. I was like,
Let me see your
4.7.
hands. Did you like write these
It's written down here.
Okay.
Here. It's the
Wanted to
number
make
one
sure.
bullet point.
I just wanted to make sure. All right, another one we got. Got to talk apples, right? Because apple orchards are a huge thing. Side note, I took my niece and nephew to one like a couple weeks ago, and
Oh,
I
that's-
don't think we could have gotten them out of there unless we said we got to go home.
It's gonna rain.
How many apple orchards are in the state of Wisconsin? Do you have any idea? I'll give you guys a hint.
Second hints.
I'm going to give you a hint.
Okay.
It is over 200. Would you like to throw a little hint out there? Throw a little guess out there? Laura, I can see the gears turning here.
500?
It's a little high. You're shooting a little high.
272.
You're not bad. You're not far off. It is about 296 registered in the state of Wisconsin.
Nice.
So, okay. Honestly, he's like doing a lot better than I thought.
It's a second bullet point. Yeah,
It
it's a
is.
cheat code.
So, all right. And then.
Didn't help that you left your questions backstage.
Yeah,
and I was just
I
passing
realize
by,
now
saw
I
the
should not
answers.
have done that.
Imagine.
But I've said this on the show, I don't even know how many times, that fall, autumn, whatever you want to call it, it is my favorite time of year. I don't know about you. And I love just everything that comes with it, the weather, the colors, but of course, the food. All right, so we're going to kind of put
Thanksgiving.
you both to the test here. And you guys have to guess what my favorite food is, all right? My favorite fall-inspired dessert or dish, if you will. I got you some clues here. Is it either pumpkin pie, roasted squash, apple crisp, or cranberry sauce?
I don't think roasted squash or cranberry sauce are desserts.
Really?
So taking
All
those
right,
two
that's
right
fair,
off.
That's fair. I feel like cranberry sauce could be a dessert, but to each its own. All right, so we'll limit it down to pumpkin pie and apple crisp. What are you thinking? Conrad, you're awfully quiet. You're making
I want
me
to say
nervous.
pumpkin pie. I want to say pumpkin pie.
I'm
is his
going to go
favorite.
apple crisp because he was
Okay.
talking about taking his niece and nephew to the apple orchard.
So you think I'm basic and just pumpkin pie?
Yeah.
I think you're
Laura.
basic in apple
mean-
crisp.
All right, I do. I was gonna say it is
Side
apple.
gave me a hint.
It is apple crisp. I'm one of those people. Like you put apple crisp in front of me, like I could be right after a meal, stuffed to the brim. I'm still eating apple.
Can't
crisp.
forget the jelly beans. Remember that was your favorite.
Nah, that was for like the longest.
But here's my question for
Yes.
you. What kind of topping do you like on your apple crisp? Because this is a hot topic at my house.
That's a
Whether
big
it's
debate
the
right
sugary
there.
crumble topping or an oatmeal topping.
I mean, I have a favorite, but do you have a?
That is a tough one. Hey, just put both of them on there.
I was gonna say I definitely prefer
Best
the
of both
oatmeal
worlds.
topping.
Oh.
Is that weird?
No,
Toss
that's
them
my
both.
husband's.
Your
No, that's
reaction
my
was like,
husband's
oh.
favorite too, and I like the sugary crumble topping.
Yes,
so we
that one is really good.
always argue over what kind we're gonna make.
Just split it half and half. Come on. You can
Why don't
come
you
to an
try to see what
agreement
makes it
here.
better?
Yeah. So Laura, thank you though so much for coming
Yes,
by,
thank you so
playing
much. Thank you
for
the
having
game
me.
with us. Enjoy the weekend. It's a big one. Check it out. What hours are we running on Saturday?
It's 9 to 3 on Saturday in downtown Phillips.
You literally cannot miss
around the
it.
corner.
Get over there, Price County. It is beautiful. Laura, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for playing and for the
very much.
Craisins.
You bet.
Always a way to my heart. Thank you for joining us. We'll take a break. We'll be right back on Up North at 4.